Hello, anybody! I'm Alpaca Patrol, and this is Binding of Isaac Wrath of Laments, right back with another custom challenge run. And as you can tell from the title, this is Rage Quit by Tanner Hoffinator. As you can tell, I have Scapular, Mom's Purse, the Cursed Skull, and the D6, and I'm here joined with some special guests. Why don't you introduce yourselves?
Hi, I'm Green 9090. I wasn't sure you wanted to go first. But I guess we'll go alphabetically.
Just everybody at the same time.
Perfect.
I'm Zen from Zen and Cyberine. I'm also the politest guy alive, apparently.
It's true. It's very true.
He's humble about it, too.
Yes. The politest guy who ever lived in the history of mankind.
Mm-hmm. More polite than English and Canadians put together. Which is pretty impressive. I have to say.
Yep. Are English people that polite? I guess some of them are. I don't want to generalize. Let's just get off of that tangent right away.
Because I fucking hate the English. Goddamn redcoats.
I just didn't realize there was a politeness stereotype about them.
Go to a soccer game, you might change your mind.
Well, yeah, that's a good point. But that is the stereotype, though, isn't it? Is that
that is also a stereotype. I mean, I apologize for that.
Yeah,
See my politeness again.
There's two different ones. There's like proper English people who are very polite,
God.
and then there's like just angry English people.
The proper English.
All the soccer hooligans. I want to be a soccer hooligan so bad.
English people.
Man, I love it. Like Skype always gets worse for you when we're recording, Rob. Like at this point, I can barely hear you.
Yeah. That'll happen. I'm just gonna go ahead and keep blaming it on my computer until I get my new one.
Then you can blame it on your internet.
Exactly, and I can just keep blaming it. Eventually, I will just blame an invisible figure in the sky. Is this a? Okay, no, this is a decent room.
Yeah, someday you're gonna be on like a optic fiber cable.
Yeah,
like 100 megabyte per second download speed, and still be like, it's my fucking internet. Makes my Skype suck.
Damn you, internet lord!
By that time, you will be available.
Exactly. I didn't hear any of that, by the way, and I doubt the viewers at home heard that either. But I believe you, and that's what's important. I don't know why, man, but I believe you. You guys ever see Half Baked?
No.
Nope.
Ah, really? It's a good film. Well, I guess I'm not going to talk about that then.
I mean, you can tell us about it.
Well, you guys like Dave Chappelle?
I'm sorry?
Do you guys like Dave Chappelle?
I've seen some of his stuff. I don't like follow him obsessively or anything, but I've liked what I've seen. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he has.
Dave Chappelle or Dave Chappelle?
Well, both of them are really good, but
yeah,
Dave Chappelle is amazing. I consider Dave Chappelle to be like a fucking genius. So.
Oh, Dave Chappelle. Okay.
Yeah, he's a god, man. You guys never see? If you've never seen the Chappelle Show, you seriously just need to watch like the first and second season.
Yeah, I think when I was in college, but I wasn't ever paying attention to it.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. He's like one of the funniest men on earth, like seriously. And then he decided that he didn't like fame anymore, which is sad for the rest of the world. But it's understandable and all that.
Sorry, he didn't like what anymore? I thought you said men, but that doesn't make sense.
Well, yeah, he used to like men, and he was just like, you know what? I'm not big on men anymore. I think I'm gonna stick with chicks. No, he didn't. He doesn't like fame anymore.
Oh, fame. Okay.
Yeah. Then he gave up on it. Yeah, I'm getting pretty lucky actually with items in that.
Nice. Yeah. How's the video game you're playing going?
it's going pretty well. It's I mean, I'm getting pretty lucky on the poop front. Which is nice. I have no keys, however, and I'm on Curse of the Labyrinth, which is always great.
Yeah, lucky on the poop front. Is that how your New Year's Eve went?
It is, actually. Yeah, actually, how was your guys' New Year's Eve? Oh, yeah! Happy New Year's, everybody! Also, by the way, you could find links to both these guys' channels down in the description. I forgot to mention that. But yeah, how was your guys' New Year?
I had fun. I got really, really drunk and was like, oh, fuck, I need an upload for tomorrow. So I made a video, and that's going up today. And I'm really drunk in it. That's how my New Year's went.
Wow.
I worked.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah.
You were such a working man.
Yeah. How was your New Year's, Rob?
It was okay. I went to like some party in Bushwick, Brooklyn. And you know, it was all right. It was just a really crowded party, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
And I don't know. I feel like an old man when I say this, but like I'm just so past the point in my life where I want to hang out with people outside and go to parties and stuff. But like I totally am.
I'm basically in the same place. I think we're ruining our YouTube personas here, but yeah, I'm pretty hermitish.
Yeah,
myself.
I would much prefer. Oh, telepills. All
I
right.
much prefer just getting drunk alone and playing Isaac.
Yeah, yeah.
Playing that.
Oh man,
I did on New Year's. My God.
Nice.
You really should have gotten hammered before you played that game. I think that would have improved the experience a lot.
I was so tired of it. It was almost the same as being hammered.
There you go.
You see it later on today.
Yeah, it's weird how like drunk you can get off of being tired. It's
Yeah, totally.
it gets pretty strange. Like when I was when I went to Florida, I you know was recording for like 10 hours before I left, and those last couple of videos, I was just fucking high as shit on sleepiness. Like it was so weird. Like I don't think I even really read the comments on those videos, but I'm sure people were just like, "What the hell is wrong with you?"
Yeah.
But
Yeah, we had a head-to-head kind of recently go up where like we both slept under 5 hours. I think I slept like 2.
Oh man.
And then we recorded a head-to-head. We were fine for that one. Then we decided to record a second one for some reason, like we wouldn't be able to record one later. And the second one, we were both like falling asleep, literally. So we were fucking up so badly. We were dying in ways we never should have died. It was awful.
That sounds like it makes for good video.
Yeah, people seemed to love it. I was really afraid when we were putting it up. I was like, oh, geez, people are not gonna like this. And people were like, haha, go home, guys, you're drunk. And I was like, okay, yeah, I can deal with that.
Yeah, that's one of those things with YouTube too. It's just like, oh my god, people are just gonna completely unsubscribe for this, and it's just like, totally dig it when I would expect, like, a couple of Cameron videos are just like, this is not funny. There's nothing funny about this. But you know.
I'll tell you. I went into a long rant about relationships and nice guys versus assholes and how I don't like that stereotype at all and how I think a lot of us young men just subscribe to it in my latest video. And I thought I would offend a lot of people with that. You know, but people liked it. I was surprised.
Well, that's interesting that you bring that up because I am a subscriber to that belief that being an asshole totally works. Getting the ladies. Just from
what I was saying. What's up?
No, I
Depends. I don't
yeah,
know.
yeah,
go
well,
ahead.
it definitely does depend for sure. Ooh, Guppy's Paw and Guppy. I'm not gonna get either of those. That would be a bad idea. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It just, I don't know, seems to be the way. But please elaborate on your point. I would like to know.
Well, the point I was trying to make with the video, and I'm going to be a lot more clear in this one because I'm not being assaulted by flying worms and assaulted abominations in the basement, was that a lot of the times when people look at assholes, they're really looking at confidence in general. Like, confidence is attractive in general, not just for relationships, but for all aspects of life. And then people often mix up confidence with being an asshole. When a person comes along and says, well, I gotta be an asshole or I'm not gonna get dates because I'm such a nice guy, nobody's going to date me, I find that could be an oversimplification of human relationships. That's what the point I was making in that video.
I actually totally agree with that. I mean that's definitely, I definitely use the word asshole to mean confidence, but in a lot of ways, overconfidence actually is attractive as well. Yeah, and it does make you look like an asshole, but like, I don't know, it has that kind of appeal as well. At times, I've seen anyway, or so I've heard.
Yeah, so I think there's a way to emulate confidence, or not even emulate, but I think there's a lot of overlap between confidence and being an asshole, and it doesn't fucking matter what type of confidence you're displaying. So you can have success with being an asshole.
Yeah, right.
I've seen that work before. As long as you just seem like you believe everything you say, even if everything you say is just you, like, being a self-important asshole.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I think about this a lot because I think about the concept of authority a lot. Oh no, why am I going into this? But basically, I feel like I feel like no matter what, if you are an actor, or if you speak like belief, you have a total belief in what you're doing, somebody is going to follow. You're going to get some kind of following.
Yeah,
you know, it
exactly.
might be all insecure people or people with issues, but you will get some kind of following. And that's how, as you might know, some internet marketers make their reputations. They just say, okay, I'm just going to speak like an authority, and I'm going to be an authority on my and people are going to assign that authority to them because they sound like it, like basic human nature.
Right. If I may for a moment, so viewers at home, I know that you probably didn't hear that very well, as it's just recording my system sound, and I didn't hear that very well. But if I could paraphrase, I think he's basically saying that exuding confidence is enough to make people want to be around you, if that's more or less what you're
Exactly.
saying. Yeah.
Exactly. And when it comes to relationships, I think a lot of people kind of conflate this whole confidence and authority thing with being manipulative.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
When they buy the entire package and then they think, hey, you know what? I'm an asshole, therefore I'm going to be confident, I'm going to put down women, I'm going to make them feel like the women have to pass me. And that was the point I was making in the video. I think that you don't have to be manipulated in order to start a good relationship. That's not the point at all.
Yeah, exactly. People see the asshole equals getting women thing, and assign a lot of qualities to that that are not related to getting women, just because they tend to come with that package. But really, being an asshole, putting people down, has nothing to do with being an authoritative kind of person.
Yeah, for sure, sure. I mean, I could definitely agree with all those points, and I think definitely there's a definite distinction between, you know, using an asshole-ish nature to try to get with girls and using an asshole-ish nature to be in a relationship, because it's a completely different scenario. You can't be a douchebag in a relationship, because then they'll just leave, and rightfully so.
Well, it depends.
I guess, yeah.
This is going to a really dark place now.
This is-
I don't talk too much about that, but there are relationships. Well, you would know. You know, there's a relationship in fact in which the woman is trapped because they feel like they cannot get out.
Yeah, look at the relationship between us and Cam.
That's a fair point.
Like, we're all assholes to him, but he feels like he can't leave because we provide something that he can't get elsewhere. Even if that's not necessarily true, he believes it, and so he's stuck.
It's a good point. It's a good point. Poor Cam. You know, really, I think this whole conversation is just an allegory on our relationship with Cameron. Really. So that's always good.
Yep.
But
do the bait and switch with him. Like, every once in a while we're like, hey, we'll like your videos, we'll say you're really funny, we'll tell you what this item does properly for once, and then most of the time we're just shitting on him. But he lives for those little nuggets of affirmation.
Oh no! Oh my God.
I can't wait till he watches this video.
Cam, we're just kidding. Totally just kidding.
We're not. No, but we really are. But actually, shouldn't he's technically on this conversation. He could always join this call and hear how mean we are.
It's still trying to reach him, it looks like, but he's not actually in.
Okay, well.
I saw his window pop up as a speaker for a while. So
Yeah, like I'm looking at like the connections, and it's still like, hey, we're trying to reach Cam, but he's not picking up, and then you guys are actually in the call.
Yeah, you know, it's weird actually. Speaking of Skype, because like Zen is really hard to understand, but Green is coming through very clearly. So I don't know what the hell the deal is with that.
Could be because I'm the host.
Ah, yeah, that's entirely possible.
And
yeah.
Zen's internet is also worse than mine.
Ah.
yeah, I'm actually recording though, so if you do need my file, I can give it to you.
Oh, okay,
That's
yeah.
gonna be tough because I'm not recording.
Ah, well.
I thought you were recording, so I didn't record. Damn it.
Well, I mean, that's fine. I mean, even if we have just one more audio track of, like, good Zen, then we could ignore it.
You'd have to manually delete every time he's in the system audio is the thing, though.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, that would be kind of shitty.
Or you could just, like, talk over himself. Like, echo Zen.
Yep. That's entirely possible.
That's a figment of imagination.
Damn,
Well-
I should have just started Audacity. It would have cost me nothing. Oh well.
Yeah, well, if you guys hear Echo Zen, then you know that this has occurred. But if you don't, then fuck you. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I don't really have an ultimatum there set up and ready to go.
I just remembered when I was recording Hammered last time, I remember at some point I was like, if you're one of the people who bought blank, fuck you. And I don't remember what I was talking. I might have to listen through that just to make sure that I wasn't being too offensive to any of my viewers.
Whatever. It's just
I don't know who I was talking to.
viewers love assholes, man.
Yeah, that's true. Viewers love assholes.
Nice commentators
That's how you
don't get
get
any
stuff.
views.
Just shit on your viewers all the time.
Yeah, exactly. No, but I mean, like, yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's a weird situation. It's definitely, I definitely think the dynamic has changed since I've gotten out of school.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's a huge factor as well.
I think what it is that young chicks are stupid.
Yeah. Well, I mean, young people are stupid in general.
Yeah, exactly. Young
Oh,
people
which,
are stupid, but
by the
we're
way,
talking-
I'm just kidding all of my young viewers. Just joking.
I was stupid. I really admit I was stupid when I was young. So
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was.
we all were. And some young people are definitely smarter than others. What we're saying is that you'll be smarter when you're older, which I think is something everybody can get behind.
And I think
but even
to
if you do feel like I'm young and I'm not stupid, look at your peer group. That's who we're talking about.
Right, exactly. And also, like, I think to be more clear, not like intellectually, I forget the word, because obviously I'm not very intellectual since I can't figure out words. But we don't mean that necessarily. It's just it's actually due to psychology. To be honest with you, even though I won't go into it because it would be terribly boring. With oh god, a podcast of a lot of people, fucking greedheads, they're the worst.
Yeah, how's the game, by the way?
Yeah, well, it's pretty good. I'm actually doing pretty well, which is interesting.
Yeah, I was surprised by how well this challenge went when I did it as well.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
I
not as
get
hard as you would think.
it only gets really shitty. Aw, damn it! I forgot to pick up the D6. That's what happens when you're talking. Oh, this is bad. Bad room. But yeah, you know, it only really becomes shitty once I get down to low health, and then at that point I'll probably quit after a couple of tries.
No. It's like I beat it just as Blue Baby, basically spending the whole time teleporting back at her. I don't remember what rule set I used, but I don't think I was allowed to pick up health or anything.
Oh, really? Yeah, I was allowed to pick up
So I
whatever I
just-
want, which is nice.
Yeah. I had to do every single room without getting hit. Was my challenge.
Oh, that sounds
And,
fucking impossible to me.
It wasn't too bad. I had like Horror of Babylon going on all the time. I think.
Oh, that's pretty nice.
I don't know. Yeah, it was fine. It took me like maybe 5 tries to beat Zayden, and then I was done.
Oh, you're
I
going to Satan.
I didn't go to Isaac and Blue Baby though.
Yeah.
That's fucking impossible.
That would be impossible. I don't think you could do that. Like, unless you have a very specific set of items, I don't think there's
Yeah.
any way you could beat Isaac or
Yeah,
Blue
like
Baby
full
without taking
bullet
damage.
blockers with Guardian Angel as well as Epic Fetus.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Oh god.
Maybe in like 5 or 6 tries you could do it.
You know, I accidentally picked up the Cursed Skull, like in the early days of Wrath of the Lamb. I picked up Cursed Skull and Scapular and had no idea, and it was fucking terrible.
Yep.
It was like the worst
Yeah.
thing.
And the first time I picked up this Cursed Skull, I may have been Blue Baby, I think. And I didn't even have Scapular, so it was just like,
Oh, that's
great.
terrible.
Now I have to beat every room without taking damage. Oh wait, was that my challenge? Did I not have Scapular? I might not have had Scapular in that challenge.
Well, yeah, I don't think you would need it if you have the whatchamacallit. But like Scapular makes it so that I'm literally it's impossible for me to die.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's also like at that point where I'm going into my death over and over again, it's pretty much impossible for me to win as well. Ah, Troll Bomb, get out of here! Oh, I was too slow because of the small rock. That's a bummer. But yeah, so you guys mostly stayed in for New Year's? What about you viewers at home? Comment, please let me know. Yeah, I mean, like, I went to this, it was, oh, okay, here's the thing, and I feel like this is another example of my age, is that, oh god, is that I was in this, like, extremely packed party, right? It was like, it was impossible to move, and it was just, it just sucked. It was, I did not like it one bit, I'll be honest. I'll be totally honest. And, you know, and it also, what sucks about it is that you couldn't move, and everyone was trying to dance. So, you know, it just makes it even better, because it's just like, oh, there's an elbow in my side, and it's moving. But, yeah, and you can go on the roof and all that, but basically, if there were a fire, we'd all be dead. Like,
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
we would be so dead. We would be dead within 5 minutes. We would all be dead. And it was just like me there, like I gotta record a video tomorrow. I can't burn to death. Like, so yeah.
You have your priorities straight.
Exactly. But you know, I haven't used this pill. I should probably use this pill. I'll probably use it on this fight. Oh. But yeah, so I don't know. I guess that's another example of like my age and just like I don't know if it's called maturity or just I don't know.
Just old man syndrome.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's like more of a reason to live. Because like, you know, when you're younger, like you have no inhibitions really. Like
Yeah,
it's just
exactly. You don't
like
care
whatever.
about
I'll just climb the side of the Natural Museum of Science, which I did.
Yeah. I mean, you're only like, you know, in your teens age-wise, so you can just re-roll, and it's not that big a deal to get back to where you were.
Right.
Once you start getting up to like, you know, 25-ish, it's like, man, I don't want to go through all that shit again.
Yeah.
I already got through high school. That was the worst.
Yeah, especially dealing with ooh, friends to the end. Is there anything else? I guess I could look for the secret room. Yeah, I mean, especially I don't know. Like I did a lot of stupid shit in high school. And I don't know, stuff that I totally would just not do now ever again. I don't know. It's I guess you get to a point where you've just done the things and it's just like I don't really want to do those things anymore. I don't want to be extremely dangerous for no reason, and I don't know. Maybe I'm just an old fart, but whatever.
No, yeah, I totally agree with you. But I'm also old, so
Yeah.
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 I'm extremely inhibited when I was younger, so it's kind of backwards. And then I loosened up as I came to America. So that's that.
That's funny. Yeah, I was.
That is funny.
There was no inhibitions for me when I was younger. It was a dangerous time in my life. I'll be honest. Oh, good. The game's frozen. Well.
Oh shit.
What?
My
Game's
game's
frozen?
frozen. Yeah, it'll come back. It usually does.
Oh, just like pink glitch.
Yeah. Well, probably or Crystal Labyrinth. Yep, Crystal Labyrinth. Okay.
Okay.
On the depths.
Where? What floor are you on?
The depths.
Okay.
So.
Not the Necropolis though, so that's good.
Yeah, I know. That's pretty lucky, at least. This room kind of sucks, though. It's the room with the
But I was
turrets
gonna
and
say,
the
Zen,
flies.
when you were younger, your father like threatened to feed you to his tigers, didn't he? So.
No, we didn't have tigers, no. We had crocodiles.
Yeah, there you go, crocodiles. Excuse me.
You had crocodiles?
Oh yeah. So I lived in Malaysia, you know, like it's like 2-3 degrees north of the equator. And
Yeah.
my dad cleared jungle for a living, and he built like houses and shopping centers and all that. So whenever he caught it and the family would just keep it. Right?
Wow. You know, I missed a lot of that, but Jesus, you sound like you've had a very interesting life.
Zen has some good story. Every once in a while, he'll bust out one of these stories. And I'm just like, what the fuck?
So one time I was riding a panther through the jungle, and then I saw the red... I don't know.
Oh god, no,
Lost
that
the story.
didn't happen. One day we all went into the jungle, like my whole family.
Wait, hold on. You could literally stop the story there, and it's already better than any story that I've ever had. Like, you could stop right there, and that's it.
Yeah, we all went to the jungle to have a picnic. And we were climbing through the jungle trying to get to the waterfall.
Wow.
It's some waterfall. And we had a picnic, and my dad decided for a challenge to just disappear. So we had
Jesus.
to head back. Yeah, he did. There was a trail back, and we the rest of us, my mom, myself, and 2 sisters, were walking back along the trail. My dad just vanished. And we had no we're just going to walk back the road. We walked back down the road, and then my dad's like standing at the end of the trail, like with his hands on his hips, just looking at us, like where have you guys been, you know, with that kind of look on his face, just to show that he can get into the jungle and reappear if he wants.
Yeah. So, moral of the story: Zen was raised by ninjas. Hashtag Zen facts.
Seriously, hashtag Zen
Far
facts.
Cry 3 out.
Yeah, actually, like,
Yeah, totally.
Far Cry 3 must be like post-traumatic stress for you. Like, PTSD.
Far Cry 3 makes the jungle so nice, though. You just walk around. It's like, oh, a tiger. I'll just shoot that in the face. Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, no heat, no humidity, no fucking mosquitoes. The one
That's
thing I
good.
don't miss about Malaysia, that is the reason. Heat and mosquitoes is why I'm never going back to Malaysia.
Yeah, mosquitoes are fucking terrible in New York. I can only imagine the giant fucking demon monsters that would be in Malaysia.
Yeah, in the jungle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like dengue fever pandemic is where I come from. We don't even talk about it. It's just like, I wouldn't say it's a common cold, but it's one of those things you grow out with.
Jesus Christ. Like, Jesus Christ. I can't tell. You realize that you being on this cast has meant that I can tell no more stories. Ever again. I just can't. They would all be, like, so much worse. Just,
one time we were at the mall and I, like, jumped 8 feet down. It was super dangerous.
Actually, if I want to, oh god, if you want to know a funny mall story that also makes me sound like a complete asshole,
yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, well,
that's what gets you the subs.
Yeah, right, exactly. I'm gonna use the. Yeah, oh, good. It took me. Oh, fucking dynamite. That's nonsense. Anyway, so keep in mind I was very young at the time, and that was the reason that, you know, also we were talking about how stupid people are when they're young. But anyway, so there was this very, very attractive woman walking up some spiral stairs, and she was wearing a skirt.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah. Yeah, so, but this is the best part of the story. Obviously, I did the thing that any prepubescent boy would do, and I was watching her walk up the spiral staircase, right?
Yeah, totally.
But here's the thing. Completely unbeknownst to me, which I think is the improper use of that term.
Unbeknownst?
Yeah, it's not. I just wanted to sound smart. But anyway, so, like, I didn't know, but while I was looking, there was a group of teenagers also joining together and watching this girl walk up the stairs. And then afterwards, we all looked down and saw that we were all looking at the same thing and all cheered and high-fived. It was a very weird experience, but it was quite hilarious, I have to say.
Oh man.
You know, if you do that in Singapore, you could get caned for that.
I totally lost what you said.
Get what for that?
Caned.
Caned, okay. Yeah, see, this is what I was saying. The reason, Zen, you were inhibited before you came to America is because your life was constantly threatened by the fact that you lived in a jungle and got caned when you did things wrong.
Man,
yeah, it's fucked up.
I went to an all-boys school. That's probably school we got more than anything else.
Oh man, that's gotta suck. An all-boys school? I can't even imagine.
Yeah, all-boys school. We had a really attractive art teacher, a young woman. And one boy got caned in public caning, by the way. This was in front of the sample of all the students in the school. And because he found a mirror to and looked up to her skirt.
Wow. That's Jesus. I've heard a lot of stories that I imagine are just, you know, racist hyperbole, but basically that you can get, like, you know, bamboo caned for chewing gum. I don't know if that's a thing.
No, that's not true. Chewing gum it's not really impossible. I mean, people chew gum all the time from Malaysia. You don't get caned for it. It's just maybe you get a fine if the cop keeps you cross over the road or something. But now you actually can legally chew gum in Singapore if you get a prescription.
If you get a prescription?
For what?
Yeah. I don't know. I just know this. This happened after I left.
What the hell?
That's
Nicotine gum
insane.
for quitting smoking?
Well, I guess I could see that. But I mean, you can't smoke either, right? I mean, you're not allowed to smoke, I would imagine.
I'm sorry, can you say that again, please?
I imagine that you're not allowed to smoke either, though, right?
Smoking, I wasn't paying much attention to that. I'm probably a lot more into gums, but Singapore is just super strict. Singapore is like the most weirdest social experiment that happens to be a first world country. You know, it's so strange. Now that I'm out of thinking about it, like, oh god, I could go on and on about this. Jesus, I probably shouldn't.
I want to know why it's like a social experiment.
Well, okay, well, first of all, I mean, Singapore is about the size of, I would say, the San Francisco Bay Area. It's like 20 miles across.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's the 5 million people living in Singapore, right?
Yeah, Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah, the 5 million people living in Singapore, I could get the dimensions. I'm selling it at most 50 kilometers at most. And 5 million people living there. It's a giant pressure cooker of society. And the government would say, hey, you know what? We thought we shouldn't be having many kids because, hey, we're a small island. We don't have many resources for millions of people. And then when the numbers projected the birth rate for Singaporeans is going down, and there are a lot more foreigners coming, like mainland Chinese and stuff, and the government's like, yeah, maybe you guys should start having sex again. So basically, they're like dating programs. The government has an official dating agency.
Wow.
Kidding around with this.
Government-run OkCupid. Genius.
That's what it is, basically.
Oh man,
That's kind of hilarious.
That's what I mean by a social experiment.
yeah, really.
That's pretty intense. My cousin actually lived in Singapore for a couple years. Yeah, because he was the vice president of some shit at IBM in Singapore. Yeah. And I will play Judgment. And yeah, he was there for like 2 or 3 years, and he said that it's extremely. Oh god! Oh damn it! I took damage. Balls. But it's like extremely like westernized, and everyone speaks English and all that.
Yes, that's exactly right.
I find that very interesting.
Singapore is one of those countries that I recommend people to go to. Like, they've never left outside. They've never left America. Or never gone to Asia. Like Asia 101, basically. Because everyone can speak English, but it's pure Asian, and the food is fantastic. Oh my god, I miss the food so. That's the one thing I miss so much about Singapore.
Oh really?
But living there, what's that?
No, I was gonna say that's funny because that's what his kids said as well, is that they like the food. Except for the bagels. They don't have good bagels there, apparently.
Yeah, no, they don't. They don't have very good westernized food, but everything is like top class. And, it's been like 8 years since I've been to Singapore, so I'm sure you have some Singaporean viewers who may agree with me and feel free to contradict me in the comments below. But I kind of feel like Singapore is a great place to visit. It's a great place to live for a few years. I don't particularly want to raise my kids in Singapore.
Yeah, well, he moved away because I think he felt the same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, I mean he's back in like upstate New York doing something. I don't know if he's still with IBM. I think he might have taken a demotion so that he could go back or something like that. I don't know. I'm not sure. He's still a young guy. I mean he's in his like probably mid-30s now. So I mean maybe early 30s. So I guess he wants to raise his kids in New York. It's a fair point. I don't know. It's interesting. I haven't spent a lot of time abroad doing anything. Like the only times that I've been out of America, ooh, Angel Room, have been to go. Oh, it's the Bible balls. Is to whatchamacallit, is to go to South America and stuff, and that's pretty much it. I mean, I've gone to a couple places in South America. I went to Costa Rica once, and that was awesome. Have you guys ever been to Costa Rica?
No, I've never
been. You should. It is a fucking beautiful country, and what's really nice about it is it's not very touristy, because it's like an extremely underdeveloped country. So like there are really nice hotels and stuff that you can find, but they're not resort hotels. Like when I went down to like Cancun, I hated it. It was so touristy, and they treated the local populace like shit. Like it was bad. Yeah, I mean like I'm not even exaggerating. Like they really treated them poorly. Like for instance, in New York, there are a bunch of hotels, a bunch of really nice high class hotels, and they have really nice restaurants in them because they're really high class and all that. So of course New Yorkers can go and get reservations at the hotel restaurant and eat there and all that if they wanted to. In Mexico, the local populace are not allowed in those restaurants. They're only allowed, like tourists are only allowed.
Oh man,
really? Oh
yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, and it's just like I don't know. I just felt so shitty being there.
Yeah, that really is shitty.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, and that, and also like there's like 3 roads. There's 3 main roads in Cancun anyway. This is how it was explained to me. But basically, there's the government highway, which, the military and police and all that, they use that. And, government officials and that. And then there's the tourist highway, which, has all the bus tours and that. And then you have the basically the local populace highway. and it's a fucking dirt road, and it sucks, and it's just like, oh my god, I just feel like shit being here. Like, they're all smiling at us, but they must hate us so much.
I know, yeah, it's their own country, their own place.
Yeah, right.
And they're being shit on constantly by Americans. How is this possible?
Yeah, I don't know. It was messed up. I felt kind of bad. I didn't like going to Cancun very much at all because of that.
Yeah. I've been to Mexico once. I was a sophomore in high school, and I was in the Spanish class. And they had a thing where we would go down to Mexico and help build houses in like super, super poor areas of Mexico.
Yeah, that's pretty
cool. I got to go on that. It was so fun. But it was crazy. Like, really eye-opening experience for me. Like, we get down there, and there's we're driving down this dirt road, and there's like little rivers of sewage on either side, from where people just kind of pour their chamber pots into, essentially. And there are houses like made out of old like billboards and shit.
Oh man.
Like, and just like scrap wood. So like, seriously, you'd see somebody's house and one of the walls is a fucking Tecate billboard. And we're just like, oh my god.
Jeez.
And so we went down there and built a house, and it was fun. But everybody was so like super nice and everything. Just like it was a crazy difference between what the house and the conditions looked like and what the people looked like. The people had a really, like, they were very clean and well groomed and wearing decent clothing and everything, and they were really nice and friendly. And yet they lived in these like hovels. I was like, whoa, this is just weird.
Yeah, you know, that's one of those things that's actually very similar to Costa Rica. Like, when we were touring in Costa Rica, we were actually riding to Mount Arenal, which is a volcano, an active volcano. We actually saw it erupt, which was pretty cool. Yeah, when we were passing through towns, everyone would come out of their houses to, you know, wave to the tourists, which is very nice. But what's very interesting about Costa Rica is that, like, they lived in sheet metal huts, basically. And I'm not exaggerating, like, it was like sheet metal is what their houses were made of. But they all had electricity, because that was something that the president did, apparently. Like, supposedly the president made sure that the whole country was electrified, at least. And I think they all had running water as well. And then, but the thing is, like, there was a funny juxtaposition between the sheet metal huts, and everyone had these crazy 6-foot-tall sound systems. And it was just like, what? What? Wouldn't you... I would get a car, but... I mean, I don't know. But it was weird, like crazy sound systems, like better than anything that I've ever seen, really. So I don't know. Maybe they get sound systems cheap over in Costa Rica. But
maybe the president provided those as well.
It's entirely possible.
Everybody gets a rockin' sound system.
That sounds like the most badass president ever. Can we have that? Yeah. I will elect that president. Really. Seriously.
Fuck housing, fuck transportation. You need water, electricity, and music.
And badass music.
Yeah.
Yeah, all fits into the policy. You know, I mean, electricity for the sound system, water to stay alive, so they can listen to badass sound system.
Yeah, right. Exactly. It all kind of works. All kind of works together. That's a good president. Good Costa Rican president. If anyone's from Costa Rica and they completely disagree, that's entirely possible. You know, I was told by the tour guides that the president was good, but that's, you know, like I said, I don't know. I have no idea. I didn't really talk to the people. Also, no one really spoke English as well. Also, prostitution is legal in Costa Rica. Just a fun fact, really.
Fun fact.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure you never took advantage of that.
I did not. No, I was also like 14 at the time, so.
Okay.
Wouldn't exactly be kosher.
Right.
I don't know if the prostitutes would mind. It's entirely possible they would. Maybe they're very classy prostitutes. I did not get a chance to see any.
Who knows?
Who knows? Yeah, that's entirely true. I could always just go back to Costa Rica and, you know, test it out to see. I'm kidding. I joke.
That got weird.
Yeah, it did. It definitely did. I mean, when you bring up legalized prostitution, it always gets weird.
Yeah,
even with the prostitutes.
There's nowhere to segue from that isn't...
Yeah, more talk about prostitution. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about
What about bananas?
Yeah,
I know you can talk about Nevada. That's the only exact way I can think of.
The brother?
the state, the great state of Nevada.
Oh, Nevada. Okay.
Oh, Nevada. Yeah, that sounds like a terrible place. I've never been to Nevada.
Las Vegas is not as fun as I think a lot of people think it is who haven't been there.
I've heard it just became so family-oriented that it just got boring.
That's definitely not true. I was there when I was like 15, and I guess that was a long time ago though, but at the time, there were people walking around, and I looked fairly old for my age at that time, and like somebody actually gave me a flyer for a strip club on the street.
Well,
and in fact, like it happened a couple times, and I was like, seriously?
Well, you gotta get that ad revenue, man.
Yeah, totally. And it wasn't even nighttime. It was like fucking, 2 or 3 p.m. And there are women in fishnets walking around handing out strip club flyers to teenagers.
Wow, so they don't even like outsource that. They just get the strippers to walk around and hand you the
Oh yeah, that's their day job.
Oh, well, I guess that makes
girls
sense.
By night, strippers by day, and strippers by night.
I think the other way would be much better. Flyer girls by night and strippers by day.
Well, that's the ones that don't look quite as good.
Right, of course.
The ones with bullet wounds strip in the morning.
Oh man.
And then.
Oh, can I say, actually, hold on, just because you reminded me, because I'm in New York City, so I have seen my fair share of prostitutes walking around and all that, and I saw a few last night, but it basically just reminded me, like, that wasn't a particularly interesting story, oh god, except for these 2 prostitutes, yelling at police, which was kind of funny, but on New Year's, everyone is really stupid, because everyone's really drunk, obviously. Anyway, this one guy was so hammered that he was standing outside of this party, and you ever see that video on YouTube of the one guy who's like really hammered and trying to buy a 6-pack from the thing, and he keeps like falling over?
So you broke up trying to buy what from the what?
Trying to buy like a 6-pack while extremely drunk.
No, I haven't seen that.
It's really funny. I don't know what the name of it would be, but it's like, oh god, Curse of Darkness, great. Yeah, let's use telepills. All right. Anyway, yeah. So this guy was leaning over while standing, and like almost like it was as if he were doing limbo, but there's no limbo pole. And then he I guess he knocked some girl down or something as like some like group of people were walking through, and then the guy was just like the guy with the group of girls was like, hey, fuck you, and like pushed him or something. And then the really drunk guy chased off the guy who was protecting the girls, which is kind of funny because he just literally ran away. And then that same drunk guy later on in the night walks across the street and apparently must have picked a fight with another dude because he gets walloped in the face and gets knocked on the ground. And then the sad part happened because this guy's on the ground, really hammered. Obviously, he can't even. He like if you were to blow on him, and obviously I don't mean that like with. I was gonna say now with your mouth, and that would make even less. Less sexual innuendo, but like a small breeze would be able to knock that man over. So anyway, he's on the ground and then gets kneed in the face a couple times, and yeah, that sucks. I know that feeling. That sucks. Getting kneed in the face, no matter how drunk you are, it's never fun. Really. So that was.
I'd agree with that.
Yeah. So that was probably the main event of the night, was watching that man get the shit kicked out of him. In fairness, he totally deserved it, but, still. But that's New York! Yay!
Yay!
I'm gonna go try to visit New York someday, just to have them beneath the practice also. Yeah, I mean, just wander the streets during New Year's and you will see the most insane things. Like, actually, last New Year's, I was with my friend, and it's weird because it was basically like
like PTS, like post-traumatic stress, which is the second time I brought this up in this video, which is odd. Seems like that wouldn't be a thing that that would come up very often. But anyway, yeah, it was like post-traumatic stress or something, because I literally did not tell the story for like a year, like a really long time. I don't know, I guess I forgot it or something, or like chose to forget it or something like that. I don't know. It wasn't that crazy either. But basically what happened is we were walking, and it was New Year's, and obviously everyone's drunk on New Year's, and I was alone with my friend, and then, you know, this little Prius thing or some other, you know, nonsense bubble car is driving and totally topples over onto its like back, and just in the middle of the street. It's going at like 10 miles an hour, and it just topples over so that the people inside are completely upside down. Yeah, and we're there, and we're just like, what the fuck? But then there's this weird like social just sociology weirdness moment where everyone in the road doesn't really go to like help the people. We all just kind of go over and flip over their car so that they're right side up again, and then they leave. They drive off, and that's the end of the story. And it was just, I don't know. This is a weird moment.
Yeah, that's really strange.
Yeah.
What the hell?
I don't know. It was very, very odd. And like literally, we were just like, "You guys okay? Yeah. All right. Have a good New Year. See you later." Just like, man, I probably should have done something else there. Now that I think back on it, but I don't know.
I mean, like, what should you have done?
I have no idea. Probably, I mean, I'm sure they toppled over because they were drunk.
Yeah, I guess so.
I think they, like, hit the curb oddly and toppled over. I don't know.
Okay. Man, still, that's insane.
Yeah, it was weird. It was very weird. It was a weird event in my life. Oh, God, I might die in this room.
You're invincible, aren't you?
Yes, I am. That's, yeah. But it's lame
I don't
because...
think you could have died in that room.
Well, that's a good point, yeah.
Where are you, anyway?
I am in the cathedral right now.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Oh, you didn't go to Shoal?
No.
This is never gonna end.
Yeah, oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, especially considering my items, I don't really have anything that's particularly amazing. So that kind of sucks. But, yeah. It's probably gonna be ending soon. Maybe even here. Like, I haven't taken damage yet, so that's good. But, it's a... Oh, okay, there we go. Shit. It's a double greed room with turrets.
A double greed room?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
This room sucks.
That's gonna be tough, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna bomb my way out and hope that this is the right path.
I think that's the room that really fucked me off to my last run. I had to go find a top secret room with those parts and then on the device.
Yeah, I agree. Totally didn't hear anything you said, by the way, but I agree with you. I totally agree. So yeah, have you guys had any eventful New Year's stories in your lives?
In my life. Anything, Green?
I don't think so. What about you?
I've only had Halloween stories.
Yeah. Halloween stories are more my style as well.
Yeah.
Oh really? Like what? I'm excited now. I'm curious.
For me, I went to the big Halloween party in the Castro in San Francisco. And that is a crazy party. I mean, you can imagine the creators of San Francisco coming out for one night off for that stuff, you know, guys dressed as a song. You know, I saw the most beautiful transvestite I've ever seen. And, you know, I was dressed as the Riddler. I was dressed as the Riddler because all my friends and I...
Oh, okay. Alright, I'm gonna be honest with you. You lagged there for a second, and I thought you said I was dressed as Hitler. So I was... I mean, to each his own. I guess that would be pretty funny.
Oh, man.
Oh, damn it.
That would be so good.
No, that wouldn't... Yeah, I was just the Riddler. So, we had a good time in San Francisco. Saw the crazy things and came back at about 2 a.m. You know, at the time it was something like 70 miles away from San Francisco. Right. And, you know, said bye to my friends, got up. I left my keys in my car. Okay, so they drove off to across town. Okay, my house key. So I said, well, I have no choice now. I hopped on my bike and I was dressed as a villain. And I with the mask and everything. I was riding across town dressed as a villain. Okay, so that was my Halloween. You know, as I went by the drunk, people like yelling at me, heckling me all the way across town at 2 a.m. Hey, dude, are you like the Joker? No.
Oh, good. Judgment gave me the notched axe. Hooray.
Ah, that's always the best. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna really help you out on Isaac.
Oh yeah.
If only you could kill yourself with it.
This is.
I mean, you.
Oh, damn it! Lost controls. I didn't want that. Well, I guess it's not a big deal.
I need to hear the story behind these locked controls. What is that?
Well, basically, sometimes my game decides that it like that my inputs don't really matter, and it decides that it wants to move where it wants to move.
It's like a lag thing?
Yeah, I guess that's what it seems anyway. Is that the game lags? Oh, balls! Is that the game lags out, and then it's just like, oh, hey, were you trying to not get shot by that bullet? Never mind. And yeah, and it's really whack. And I can't wait to have a new computer so that hopefully that crisis is averted. Oh God. I'm pretty close to bowing out here. I don't think.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't think that
I don't think we've had a lot of rage though.
No. Well, yeah. I mean, it's only now that it's actually become terrible because I can't beat this room.
Yeah. Why don't we just wait until you scream "fuck" at the top of your lungs and then call it a day?
All right, that's a fair point. Yeah. That'll probably take at least 10 more tries. Oh, that was a close one.
That was really close right there.
Yeah, that was pretty close.
Sorry, Zen?
Yeah, fuck at the top of my lungs. Probably the one of the safe words, and what can I really think of?
I heard something about safe words. Yeah.
What's the safe word? One more time.
No, when he said "fuck" at the top of my lungs, I was just saying that's the worst safe word.
That would be pretty bad. Yeah.
That is pretty bad. Yeah.
The safe word should be "no, stop." That's always the best safe word.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, God damn it. Alright, I'm gonna give this 3 more tries on this room.
Okay.
Oh my God. I am surprised that worked out for me. Because I
Wait, you won?
No. No, but I made a terrible dodge, and it actually worked out. So,
nice.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes that happens, man.
Yeah. Cube of meat or something?
Maybe. That's entirely possible. I actually couldn't tell. I think I somehow weaved my way through, like, exploiting, oh God, sprites, and Jesus Christ. Alright. Alright, we've dealt with 1 greed, so this is a good sign. No. Oh, thank you, Cube of Meat. You are a god.
Yeah. Yeah, Cube of Meat I think is really underrated. Like, one time I actually looked at how much Cube of Meat was helping me. It's a ton.
Oh, God, yeah.
And, it saves you a lot of health.
Well, I mean, that's the thing about Cube of Meat. This is what I've said, because, like, people are just like, hey, sometimes you're like, oh, it's a Cube of Meat, and sometimes you're like, yay, it's a Cube of Meat. The thing I feel about it is that, like, it's okay alone, but, I actually got past that room, by the way. It's okay alone, but with other defensive items, it's amazing. Like, I'm super excited to get Cube of Meat if I already have, like, a Halo of Flies or something, but if it's just alone...
I think that's a logical fallacy, because it's gonna block the same proportion of shots, no matter how many blockers you have.
Well, yeah, I guess,
like,
yeah,
it's
that's
still,
true.
like, a Cube of Meat is a third as effective as 3 blockers, no matter how many blockers you have.
Yeah, true, but, like, a lot of times it'll just be like, oh, whoa, Cube of Meat just saved my life there. Well, now to talk shit about Cube of Meat, wow, that turned out really lucky. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, I'll be down about, just getting a Cube of Meat as a boss item when it's alone, when I don't have the other blockers. You know what I mean? Because it's just like, I'll feel like it's not going to be super effective, considering I could have got something else.
I just think it's a fallacious line of reasoning.
No, it is. It's for sure. I am a fallacious woman, but that's actually a Dave Chappelle quote. We've come full circle. Yeah. Actually, I'm on Isaac, by the way, so I don't know if this is gonna work.
Yeah, you're never fucking gonna beat that boss.
Yeah, no, I'm really not. I'll try. I'm gonna give it a try.
All right.
I'm not doing very much damage.
You know what I did notice, actually, watching one of your videos?
Yeah.
You get so much slowdown on Isaac
Yeah.
that it's actually like a million times easier for you than playing at normal speed.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
that's...
it's unbelievable to me how easy the fight looked when you can see the individual bullets coming at you.
Oh, balls. Yeah, no, it definitely is. Although, that being said, you still move at the same speed, so while you can make the decisions properly, sometimes you get into bad positions.
Think about what you're doing.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, that happens. I mean, it's happening right now. Usually when he fires his big burst of bullets. I'm going to be terrible at Isaac once I get my new computer. Which is going to be great.
Yeah, I think you will be surprised by how difficult the fight is.
It's still pretty difficult. Wait, what the fuck? I just died.
Died?
Yeah, I'm dead.
Oh, wow.
That's weird.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't...
Huh.
I didn't...
Did you, like, lose Cursed Skull or something?
No, I still have it. I think having... Like, I had an Eternal Heart, and I think that...
Oh, that fucked it up?
Maybe.
I could see how that could go.
I get... Well, because I had one full heart left, and I guess, you know, the one heart...
Oh, wait. No? That doesn't make any goddamn
I know, because the scapular usually... Huh. Well, that ended in an extremely unexpected way.
Yeah,
so
no rage quit here.
Yeah, that's yeah. Wow. All right. Well, that's the end. Bye. No,
Thanks for having us on, Rob. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Talking about Isaac like 5% of the time, and then the rest of the time.
Yeah, we covered a lot of topics in this video.
Yep.
Oddly, we talked about basically. I was actually going to name it that. But it's odd how we went from relationship advice to relationships with prostitutes. Although I suppose that was just
truly
me.
Full circle.
Yeah, really. But anyway, so thanks for coming on, guys. I hope you enjoyed your time here. You probably didn't. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Post your custom challenge runs down below, and I'll do the most upvoted one. This is Alpaca Patrol signing out. Peace, fools.